Narcissists feel the need, the urge, and it is something that they cannot deny. It is an insatiable urge to monitor the object of their, I guess, affection or their hatred or their obsession or whatever. They want to know how much time you spent on the toilet. They want to know literally everything about every minute, about every single thought, about every second of your day, of your night, of your life. And no, I am not making this up. It really happens in pretty much every narcissistically abusive relationship, because abuse, it's all about power and control. And in some cases, that includes how much time somebody spends in the bathroom for all intents and purposes. Seriously, this happens to people, and why they tolerate it is another matter, but it does happen. Why do you need to take your phone in there with you? Who are you talking to? Let me see your phone. You just go in there to get away from me. Well, now that you mention it, even without their phones, the time that people spent showering, grooming, and eliminating waste is monitored, because heaven forbid they have a moment to themselves or even say want to masturbate. Some abusers consider masturbating cheating, and I'm not making this up either. If your partner is so controlling that they believe that they should be able to dictate your bodily functions, it's time that you reconsider your relationship. Just in case you are wondering, monitoring does not just occur in the bathroom. I was just using that as an example. And many people who are married to or dating narcissistic, borderline, histrionic, or psychopath, controlling, insecure bullies and cry bullies often get a daily barrage of text messages, calls, and emails while at work, while running errands, while doing pretty much anything. And that's if they're allowed to run errands by themselves. Who are you with? Where are you? What are you doing? Who did you see? Who did you talk to? When are you coming home? Why did you stop at Rite Aid? You didn't tell me you were going there. Why do you need gum? You better come home right now. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. This kind of surveillance is not normal. I repeat, not normal. It is also incredibly abusive. Many people comply because they don't have anything to hide, so to speak. And it's also easier, at least in the short term, than going 9 rounds trying to explain that they're pooping, not sexting, having boundaries, and enforcing their right to privacy. Yet you have a right to privacy. Even if you are in a committed relationship, you have the right to privacy. But that, well, it is the point. Healthy, loving relationships, healthy, loving, functional relationships are not prisons. You should be able to hang out with your friends, bathe, take a leak without the cluster B or cluster C version of the Spanish Inquisition. And you should be able to spontaneously stop at the mini market for a coffee or a soda on your way home from work without being accused of cheating or lying by omission. You should be able to do these things without them being used as proof that you're a liar and a cheat for the rest of your life, until you wake up and finally leave your abuser or come to understand that you are being abused, whichever comes first. And if you have ever found yourself asking, why is he or she like that? How does he or she think that this behavior is okay? When you're Googling your partner's behavior, you have to understand that that is where the line should be drawn. You can also you're also rationalizing these people's behaviors and their attitudes. This type of person will absolutely purchase those spy apps and any other kind of tracking or spying equipment that they can afford to get their hands on. They assume and or believe in their warped minds that you must be cheating, lying, or spying on them, doing something sinister behind their backs, because that's what their behavior is. This is just another act of projection. It's them who is running around lying and cheating and sneaking, so surely you must be doing the same thing too. Monitoring their partner or whoever it may be that the narcissist has set their sights on, in my opinion, is not done solely for the purpose of being malicious. If they can get any proof on you, they wouldn't hesitate to use it to aid in this smear campaign that's either been launched or is going to be launched against you. And that is also the reason that I think that they are so consumed and obsessed with the victim at that time in this relationship. Narcissists seemingly almost cannot help themselves. It's like a craving or an addiction. And when you turn out to be squeaky clean of wrongdoing, that causes a narcissistic injury, and they will bend and they will twist reality and the facts way out of logical proportion. Basically false accusations, and those accusations are what they themselves are really doing. By bringing light to your false or bad behavior, the false accusations, they turn this around and use it for their justifications to continue in the behaviors that they have been doing all along. And before you will continue to do so again it's a really nasty cycle. And remember that narcissists love and crave chaos. They think of us as their property. So of course they often track, spy, electronically follow their quote unquote property. They think they control and possess their significant others. So I've had exes that have done things that if I were to say it here, you would not believe me. The links that some of my exes, or one ex in particular, has gone to, it's just absolutely unbelievable. The truth is stranger than fiction. And I'm sure most of you who have been through this type of abuse know exactly what it is that I am talking about. My name is Sara Ann Brown, and this is Narcissistic Abuse 101.